Good evening. It's the night of Friday, the 20th, about 20 to 10. And today's video is going to be a bit different from last video, but I'm just going to talk about why I'm frustrated, a little bit frustrated with my current situation and what I'm going to do to change it, because only I can do that. Also, I got bored of wearing the headset, and so this is my makeshift mic for the moment. It's just around my neck. Basically, what's going on? So, I woke up this morning, and I was annoyed. I just woke up quite annoyed. It's just one of those days, and everyone has them. And it's to do with finances. So I looked at my account and I wasn't liking the balance figure I was seeing. It actually started with a negative, which I wasn't a fan of, but I wasn't surprised. Like, I check my account quite often. Basically, just feels like I'm working a ton, but being real, is not actually that much. I'm working about 30 hours-ish. I'm working like a fair amount. But we get paid bi-weekly. I work at a pub. And while I like the job, like I'm grateful, I know it's difficult to get jobs at the moment. And I am grateful. I enjoy the people I work with as well. But I'm just a bit fed up because every single time I get paid, I always find myself not being able to save for some reason. And, I've given it a thought and I've been honest, been brutally honest with myself and talked to some mates as well. And I've broken down the reasonings as to why I'm struggling to save any money. So, some rough statistics. Yeah, I work about 30 hours approx during the summer when it's busy. Bring in about maybe 1200, I want to say, over a month. I have 600 quid in fixed costs, and that includes rent, driving lessons, and an electrician course I'm paying for at the moment, monthly. So I suppose I've got another 500, 600-ish, depending on the week and how many hours I actually end up doing before getting sent home early if it's not busy. Yeah, but I just never seem to be able to save that much of that. And so there's two solutions. There's either seek more hours / get a higher paying job, or save better. And I think I'm gonna do a combination of the two. But essentially, I just feel stuck and I'm unhappy with it because it feels monotonous and repetitive, and I feel like I can't break out of this cycle. And I'm getting angry enough now. Like, for a long time, I wasn't that bothered. Like, I was comfortable. I was like, I was bothered, but I was comfortable. Like, I could get stuff I wanted. I wasn't saving anything. But now I'm getting to the point where I've had enough and I'm going to do something about it. And I'm trying to save for a car, which is obviously going to open up new doors for me. Like, I want to look into some higher paying jobs like site work, for example, and more hours, and not always night shifts. They're quite grueling, which obviously are pretty common in the pub. But yeah, basically for me, the car is the key to opening up my future and the next step. So I think on the saving side, I consider myself quite a generous person, and it comes out more when I'm drunk as well. So I'm that guy who likes to, I like to show some love and get the rounds in, Not that there's anything wrong with that. I still stand by that. But when you do it multiple times in a night, and then depending on how many nights you go out in the month, it adds up. And to be honest, I'm spending money on nights out like it's coming out of my wiener, and yeah, I just don't have the money to do that, so I've got to pack it in. And I'll admit, I make some horrendous financial decisions when I'm drunk, which is why I'm gonna probably cut alcohol out for a bit. Not that I have a problem with the amount I drink and stuff. I think I'm pretty good with that, but I'm just so bad. When I'm drunk, I'm just like, bang, like, give me the dopamine, give me that fast food, give me that fucking nicotine, give me more drinks, give me some shots, that sort of thing. Give me some bags of crisps. Like, it's that bad. And so I'm a bit of a reckless spender, and I'm going to be cutting that out. None of that anymore. That should save me about anywhere from 70 to like 110 quid. I've seen it range from. You know, it's not my first escapade. I've done it multiple times. But yeah, I'm going to be cutting that out. I'm also pledging to do a full breakdown of my finances within a certain month. I'm not sure whether to do May or June, but I'm probably going to end up doing just the last month, so the last 30 days. So I imagine I'll start from the 20th of May and then make it up to the 20th of June. I will be screen recording my bank account transactions, and just being brutally honest and seeing what I'm spending all this money on. Why am I not saving it, right? I need to make myself aware, and I figure, you know, it might be helpful if I shed some light on it and shared it. Maybe someone else could be inspired to do the same thing if they're in a similar situation. But yeah, be ready for that. I'm not sure when that video is going to come out, because I imagine it'll be quite a long video to make. I'm not super experienced in editing, but you know, I'm learning. But I imagine that'll probably come out in the next few days. But yeah, look forward to that. And lastly, I think I'm gonna be talking to my boss and asking if there's any more hours, which I think she'll say no, which is fair enough. Like, they're hiring a lot of new staff at the moment, and 30 hours isn't a bad amount of hours, but it's just not 40. And so I reckon after that conversation, I'm gonna be looking for a second job that kind of fits around my first job. Something in the daytime, because I'm usually free anywhere until like 6 or 4 p.m. You know. But yeah, let it be known this was the day I got serious about money. Get rich or die trying. Thank you for watching.